Hi, good to meet you, Christopher. I'm Victor Drover, as you know, from Anything Digital.
Yeah.
I'm Yannick, Gaultier. I'm a business partner now with Victor together, and I'm the author of sh404SEF, which has been going on for a while. Very nice to be here with you in Germany and Joomla and beyond. That's a great opportunity to meet actually people face to face.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you too.
Okay, excellent. So as we discussed, I'd like to point out a couple of new features. We are very excited because we've got a new version of sh404 coming up in the next probably couple of weeks. So it's going to be released. It's been released already. Yeah, beta testing has been happening for the last couple of weeks as well. It's pretty much the same old extension in terms of feature, but the main change is actually that the backend has been totally rebuilt from scratch, so as to provide a very much improved user experience for people managing their URLs, managing their SEO, managing their security, which has been the major points for sh404SEF for a while. But to be honest, the backend, the user interface was really lacking. So this has been completely rewritten from scratch.
Yeah, I think historically it was more like a developer type interface.
Absolutely.
And now we're hopefully targeting more towards more common end users.
I think it was just old. That's it. I think it was just old. So we redid it from scratch, and I believe we've managed to do a good job at improving what the daily use of the software. Now, that wouldn't prevent us from adding features, and the main features I'd like to mention today is what I call page IDs. In a very short word, that is what tiny URLs and Bitly people are doing. That is providing short URLs to your content or virtual products or whatever you have on your site. The problem with existing systems is twofold. Short URLs, people when they see them, they click on it, but they don't know where to which site they are going to end up on, and that might be anything as far as they know. That's the first question. The second question is, if you use URL shorteners as a service, then tomorrow morning that provider can go bankrupt, and then all your short URLs are gone, forever lost. So what we are doing today is that sh404SEF will create short URLs on the fly as the keyword-full URLs are created. So now for each element of content on your site, you have actually two URLs. You've got the well-known keywords-full long SEF URL, and you've got a short one, which is only 2 or 3 characters maybe, very easy to use in a Twitter tweet, or in a blog post, or in your printed material, whatever, say it on telephone, something like that.
Sure.
Okay, so it's fully automatic. We have added a page ID manager in the backend to handle all that easily, but it's pretty much transparent and automatic, and you'll have that available on your site. So that's really the main features you want to look at: the rebuilt backend and the page IDs in terms of future. So that's what we have cooking. We have more cooking for the future, but for now that's good enough, I think.
Okay, great, thanks.
But I think also, in addition to new features, I think what we've been able to focus on, since maybe the beginning of the year, is a lot more work on our interactions with other component authors, and getting a lot richer support for some of our native plugins, and most recently Joomla Social support came in, and that's really a whole new feature in and of itself. And there are some extra separate extensions for Joomla Social, for example, plugins for sh404SEF, but nothing nearly as robust and full-featured as kind of our native support now for Joomla Social. But also Kunena, also great support with K2. That's built in with their authors, so we collaborate with them so that their software is working all the time with sh404, of course, and that's their goal too, is to keep those two working well. Also, fixes like this pagination bug, which is a lot of SEF developers have had issues with. That's changed in Joomla. Had troubles with pagination in different extensions. Working with developers to make sure that their components are either using one fix or another, so that everything is working and users are getting the best results when they're doing, multi-page component or content.
Sure.
And our own extensions also, we've added good support for JCal Pro, which is, we've had a lot of trouble with that over the years. And the main issue with JCal, of course, our other major product, is that it generates many URLs. Every day from now until eternity, potentially, is a new URL.
Yeah.
And so we've done a lot of work not only to help adding no-follow links and such to links that don't need to be categorized, like say days that have no events, they don't need to be followed or indexed, but also providing really good human-friendly SEF URLs and now the short page ID URLs in the upcoming version, which you can find on Twitter under sh808 is our kind of code name for that. So if you do a Twitter search, you'll find it there.
Sure.
So lots of exciting stuff for sh404 right now and anything digital.
Thanks a lot. What do you feel about the conference so far?
Well, it's just starting up. I was actually quite surprised to see just the sheer numbers, like close to 200 people coming from 27 countries. So that's pretty big. And I can say that I could see here pretty much all the major names in extensions and templates developers are here. So it's very good and so efficient to be able to sit face to face on the next table and talk with people directly, and you solve problems already, and
Sure.
so you understand problems and you solve them immediately. So it's just great.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many high-level developers here, and not just developers, but also the leaders of the companies, maybe not developers themselves necessarily, but the people who make the decisions, of course, and so there's very, very focused, efficient conversation. Especially last night, the conference hadn't started, and we saw almost everyone at the restaurant, I think, just walking in and talking. Very friendly, great atmosphere. My first international Joomla conference, excellent experience for me also.
Okay. Thanks a lot, guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Thanks. Nice to meet you.
Cheers.
Cheers.